I'm Dale Levitt. I'm an associate professor in marine biology and also am a specialist in aquaculture extension work that we undertake around here. We started oyster gardening, specifically in oyster restoration, in 96, was it 1996? We'd actually been approached by the state aquaculture industry. The shellfish farmers, the oyster farmers in Rhode Island were very interested in somebody, and they approached us about doing it, becoming sponsors for an oyster gardening program. And their rationale was that there's a lot of misperceptions and negative feelings about the development of shellfish farming along the coast, and the industry felt that if people were more closely able to observe it and to understand what the actual processes were, then that might make their regulatory and social environment much easier. And so by developing this oyster gardening program, we're approaching coastal landowners who would also be the ones that would potentially provide input as to the siting and activities around an oyster farm. So the oyster growers saw it as an opportunity for education of coastal landowners, and at the same time actually enhance the natural stocks of oysters in the bay. At the same time, we were being fairly encouraged by the commercial fishing industry, because the fishermen were obviously, if there's a lot of oysters out there that are available for harvest, then that's another revenue stream for them. And so they were very interested in us participating in an oyster restoration program, because they could see that somewhere down the road that might be of some benefit to them. And then lastly, the environmental community has always been really supportive of oyster farming because of some of those ecological engineering aspects that Matt was talking about. And so we get a lot of support from the environmental industry, because oysters and planting oysters out back in the bay is a real win-win situation.